We gotta put on some work. Oh, we didn't think that through, but then again, what were we gonna do? We made plan B. Honestly, it's not too bad.
I thought we were spending more.
It's all the fun memories that we made. Honestly, worth every cent that we put on there.
Cause if I'm the ocean, you're the rain. We only need each other, baby, you know we're the same.
What's up, besties? Good morning. We're up close and personal today because I'm lazy to extend my arm. I'm working in my makeshift office this morning, finishing off the vlog as well as joining work meetings and all of that fun stuff. Today is set out to be a super busy day. Sitting on the couch and working on the couch like I normally do is not going to cut it today. I need an office space. So I came in here, busted out of a dinner chair. I had to close the curtain a little bit here because it's too bright. The sun shines literally directly onto this spot, so I had to do that so that I can be able to work without like burning. Like right now the sun is literally right here. If I were to move the curtain, it'll be all over my face. Today's gonna be a busy day, but first we gotta work. We gotta put on some work, so let's do that. First meeting of the day starting right now. I'm having a smoothie. I think I found my groove back into smoothies. I had stopped for a little bit because it got too cold and I was just miserable and I was like, I don't want smoothies anymore, but I've kind of gotten back into it. I warm up my milk and I use obviously frozen blueberries and strawberries, and then I add some oats. Then it's really, really good and it's not freezing cold, so win-win. You know, work is hectic when you take off your gown or when you start feeling hot all of a sudden. My next meeting is at 11 o'clock. It is right now 10:33. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking lunch just because last night we didn't eat. We had bread because there was load shedding and we're not prepared and all of that not so fun stuff. So we are gonna need to have or eat like some sort of regular meal at least for lunch. I had a smoothie for breakfast. I'm not hungry right now. I won't lie, that smoothie is filling because of the oats, but I know when the hunger kicks, it's gonna kick and I don't really want to grab for anything I don't want. So I'm gonna make rice and I'm gonna use that curry thing I got yesterday with this cooking sauce, and then I'm making enough rice for us to eat later tonight as well, and then I'll just make a different thing to serve with the rice later. The rice is almost done cooking and I am done here with this spicy chicken whatnot. Done. Now I'm just gonna join a meeting quickly.
Is there budget that you have for that?
Is there what?
A budget, like I can't go over?
Not really, but I guess I'll have to get a feel of what you're proposing.
Okay.
Lunch is served. Yum, yum, yum. I'm having lunch with the husband today. He says he's taking full advantage of the working from home.
I am.
Yeah, I got you water too. Bon appetit! It's been forever since I vlogged. I need to get out of this blazer. I cannot drive wearing this blazer. I thought I'd be able to, but I'm barely breathing in there. Wait, where's my phone? I need the GPS. I don't know what happened to my memory setting. My seat doesn't feel like my seat. Anyway, I want to show you guys my makeup quickly before my glasses ruin it, because when I have my glasses sitting here, it always... That's the husband. When I have my glasses sitting on me, it always ruins my makeup. So that's my makeup today. Oh, my lashes are really old. Like, I need to buy new lashes, but that's what's up. Look at that highlighter. Oh, it's popping. Anyway, I am now heading out to the Cadbury Share Your Homegrown. Okay, I'm gonna head northwest now. Share Your Homegrown story. Right now, it is in Sandton. They said we must park.
Exit the roundabout, then turn left.
Dude, I haven't even left. They said we must park at Mandela Square. Let me just see. Homegrown. Please make use of Mandela Square parking. Complimentary parking tickets will be provided. Okay, we are going to... I'm going to the Sandton Library. I have never been there, so I don't know how to get there. I have the GPS running. I'm trying to get there earlier. The event is 2 p.m. for 2:30. I wanted to leave here at 1:30, but let's just say one thing led to another and I'm only leaving right now, and right now it is 4 minutes to 2 p.m. so
400 meters at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Okay, so the GPS is telling me that I will only get there at 25 minutes after 2 p.m, which isn't bad. It's still 5 minutes before the actual event starts. Only concern is that I might get lost looking for the library because I'm only parking in Nelson Mandela Square, not necessarily at the library, but we'll figure that out later. For right now, let's focus on the driving and let's go.
In 300 meters, turn left.
Okay, this footage is going to be so shaky because I keep forgetting to change this mount. It cracked a little bit, so then it's not as stable as it can be. And the sun is literally just cutting through me right now. I honestly am slightly worried because
Turn left.
I'm going to Sandton Library, right? I've never been there. But the invite says park at Mandela Square. I see the entrance, I see it. I just don't know how to get there. And even if I did get there, I don't know how I would find my way to the library from there because I've never been to the library. So I'm basically navigating to the library and it's telling me stories at this point. So I'm navigating to get to the Sandton Library, and then I will see if there's parking closer there. Like, I don't mind paying for parking at this point. If there is parking closer there, great, I'll take it. Otherwise, I don't know, I'll just be circling around Sandton all day. I just stopped at this robot and I realized that my midwife stays right up this road. I just thought, you know, when you get to a place and you're like, there's something so familiar about this, and then I'm like, why does it feel like? I looked back and sure enough there's a Cecil garage there, and I'm like, oh my god, my midwife, she stays right up this road. When we were expecting Gamu, we did antenatal classes because, I mean, first baby jitters, you don't know what you're doing, family so far away, you want to be prepared just in case family won't be able to make it. So we did antenatal classes, but she was only doing them in the night. So we would be there, and we stayed in Heidelberg at the time. We would be there with her until like a freaking 9:30, sometimes almost midnight, because she took her time and she made sure everybody understood. And you know, we would do like little practicals and we would talk through our feelings and all of it. It was like a therapeutic little setup. But man, we would get home so darn late in the night. We'd be so tired. We would leave her house. She did it at her house. We would leave her house, pop into McDonald's, because pregnancy and hunger, pop into McDonald's, get something for me to eat. Dizzy would eat sometimes he wouldn't, and then start making the drive all the damn way. We would get home at like midnight, and then we have to get a few hours of sleep and wake up in the morning and make the drive back to the concrete jungle so that we can work. It was insane. Like, sometimes I think about those days and I'm like, how did we survive that? I mean, granted, right now I probably go to bed at like 1 a.m, but at the same time I'm working from home, and I'm not as tired. I'm not forced to do that. It's a choice I'm making. At the time, we didn't have a choice. The house was so far away. We loved it being far away and away from the concrete jungle, but it just wasn't working. But man, this road just brought back memories. It really did. It's safe to say I have made it. I don't know why my camera is zoomed in. I see the library. I was able to find a parking spot downstairs by Nelson Mandela Square. In fact, Nelson Mandela is back there somewhere. So I'm just running. It is, I'm 8 minutes late. 8 minutes, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Only 2% of children's books published commercially in SA are in local African languages. Only 2%. 80% of South Africans speak a home language other than English. So you need to decide on what's so you need to discuss stories and my dream.
Then my favorite part, listen, we sat around a fire.
I just got out of the event. My nose is running because it was a little bit chilly. Like, the temperature inside the library and outside worlds apart. So my nose is all runny, but I'm gonna head home. It is 16:37 right now. I'm hoping to get there before Woolies closes. I want to get Kebe some shots because homegirl's coming down with flu. Rel's got eye infection, and Benola's just being a super cutie diva. So I want to run quickly, swing by Woolies, get her those Woolies shots, and hopefully she'll be feeling better tomorrow. I get a feeling she's gonna have to stay home, which sucks because I really wanted to bring them to the library. I honestly had no idea there's a place like there's a Santon library at all. Like, I didn't know. So I wanted to bring them here so they can just play around and fool around and just experience the library, because I grew up, let me not lie, I didn't grow up going to the library, but I went to a boarding school that had a library, and I was a library kid, whatever, you know. I would help people take up books and it was really fun, you know. So I wanted to bring them here, but I don't know, I'll see how it goes. But right now priority is to get home because I also really need to pee. So let's go. We'll see you later. We'll see you. Have a sip of this. Drink everything, okay? Quickly.
What's in the box?
Nothing happened. I don't know. I'm about to find out what's in the box too. They gave us this box. It says it's a craft box lunch.
Oh.
So.
Why?
What do you mean why? What's this? Ooh, a cookie. I get a cookie.
Let me see.
It's mine. I get a cookie. You already ate my cupcake, so not on a rope. Oh, sweet. I got sparkling water. It's biltong.
Biltong.
You got the teeth for it.
Okay.
Enjoy.
And you have teeth for it.
Low collagen lemon flavored iced tea. Wow.
I want to see.
This is just sparkling water. Yeah.
For Gamu?
No, it's just for me. There's a chicken wrap. And there's this.
Can we see? Can we see?
And then a card with hashtags and all of that fun stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just had the most delicious lunch ever and I forgot to vlog it. I was so excited to eat, I forgot to vlog. So I'll put a picture here somewhere so you can see. It was so darn good. But I'm washing that down, well, with some water, and this little cookie, because these cookies are exactly who they think they are. They're so good. I was just sitting here at my desk moving things around because I just put that little thing here. Back there it used to sit here, but then as I picked it up I found a receipt, and it's a receipt of, I don't even know what we're buying, but oh yeah, it's from Dragon's Restaurant and Pub, and this was when we went to the Dragon's Spike, and it made me realize that I actually never did tally up our total cost for the road trip. So I've busted out all the evidence file and I'm just gonna put everything here on the table. Look, there's even extra masks in here. I think we got this in Bloom. Dizzy Sneeze gave us some. Oh my goodness, look, Giganto's still here. I think Giganto's dad probably forgot there's a Giganto at this rate, because poor thing's been just sitting here on its own. We kept every single receipt. All the papers. There's also wipes. More papers. I was just wondering also, just this morning, what happened to the locks we used for the trailer. Turns out Daisy Basil just threw them in here. So here they are. I don't know what we're gonna use them for. Wait, what is this? I have got everything here. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go through every single receipt, record it, and basically just add them up. They were organized by day at some point when we were on the road trip, but when we were coming out the car, we basically just, I think Dizzy just grabbed things and just, you know, put them in a, actually was it Dizzy or me? I think it was me. I think I just grabbed and just put it in the bag. I'm gonna open an Excel spreadsheet, because what is life without an Excel spreadsheet, right? This receipt, we're at the Oak supermarket. This was at the Dragon's Work. I remember this very clearly. We had to buy Bob, and I got the kids some milk because I thought they needed milk. I bought Peaceful Sleep because I thought we didn't have, but Dizzy had packed the mosquito spray and a few other things, and this was 323. Cecil Gateway. I'm gonna put 4 as its own category. 1.327. The funny thing is the 4 didn't cost as much, well, at least when we were topping up, purely because we were topping up. It wasn't like picking it up from scratch, like from empty. So it was always like 1,000 something. It was never like you know, 2.5 like it typically is. SA's National Road Agency, Bramford. We're coming back from Bloemfontein to Welkom Tollgates. I'm gonna do 51 rand. I must tell you guys, I actually can't even see, but I don't want to wear my glasses because when I'm wearing my glasses they reflect. You see that light? It really annoys me. So I'm just basically thugging this out without the glasses. I don't know. I don't have the receipt, so I'm putting it on the side here. I'll go back to it. Dragon's Peak Mountain Resort, 690. The thing with these campsites is that they charge per head. So they'll ask you how many people are there, then you say 2 adults and 3 kids, and then they ask you the age of the kids, and then they sort of charge you like that. I think it's purely because you're going to be using, you know, their hot water, so they kind of have to bill you for that, because otherwise the campsite on its own is already there. So the campsite is actually a very, very small fraction of what you pay. Majority of what you pay for is because of facilities that are there where you are booking. Colesback, one stop. This was at a garage. It was when we were making the drive from Cape Town to Bloemfontein, and we stopped at a garage. Daisy Basil and Rile and Nolo were knocked out, so me and Kebe went into the garage. We almost ordered. We bought pies and hot chocolates, and we sat there, and she was like, we're having a mother-daughter date. It was like at 4 a.m. in the morning. It was a total of 119. This is the bill for hiring a trailer. We don't own a trailer. We don't have space to own a trailer at this point. Honestly, I don't even think if we had the space to own a trailer, we would own a trailer. I would rather get an RV than an actual trailer. So we rented one, which surprisingly wasn't that bad. We rented it for 10 days and we paid 1.980. That includes the deposit for 180. So we basically paid 1.8. Malo to Drakensberg Park. Okay. I think I paid something at this place, but I don't have the receipt for it here. I went back the following day when we were at the Drakensberg. The very following day, or maybe later that day, I don't remember, but I needed to buy dishwashing liquid because we didn't buy that, and then I needed a can opener because we had baked beans and Lucky Star, I think, and then I bought a little vasco mañana, you know, so I can wash dishes in there and stuff, and the bill for that was 114. That I'm actually pretty incredibly surprised at how well I remember the actual purchases, like the reason for the purchase, not necessarily the actual, because the receipt shows what I was buying. Cape Rio. That one is pretty self-explanatory. We got 2 adults and 1 for K-Bear because Rele and Nolo still ride the wheel for free. It was 405. 1 adult ticket is 160, so 2 of that plus K-Bear paid 85 rand. We got another Sasol garage and we filled up. When topping up for, it says Sasol N3, so I'm not too sure which one this is. We didn't wait for it to get empty. Whenever we bumped into a Sasol, we just topped up, so we always had full. The one time we were road tripping and we're going to Namibia, and we just assumed that we'll find a camping site along the way, so we just kept driving and driving, but there was nothing, right? So we're like, okay, fine, we're gonna make the drive all the way to Windhoek. And we, I don't know, naively we didn't even check the fuel. We just like, we should make it, it's gonna be a-okay. By the time we got to Windhoek, the car was saying 0 kilometers to go, like we had no fuel, and it was in the night, so things would have been very interesting had we not gotten there when we did. I remember getting there and getting out the car and, like, you know, just wanting food, or like I wanted comfort food. I think we even ordered pizza, I don't remember, and Coke, and we just like, whew, we made it. So this time around we're like, no, we have 3 kids. Back then it was just 1 kid. We could have survived, we could have made it work, but with 3 kids it's a whole different story. So we always made sure when we bumped into a Sasol, we fill up the fuels. This time we filled up for 1639. Happy Snappy. This was from the Cape Wheel when we got the photos, I believe it was, because nope, not these ones though. Where are our Cape Wheel photos? These ones are from many moons ago. Oh my goodness, on KB's 5th birthday. Look. Ooh, it's reflecting. I was with my mom because I was in school. It was my school blog, so I took KB with me back in 2018, and then I took my mom with me, which actually my mom always says she's never been to Cape Town. I need to send her that photo and say I got the receipts. That's when we went to the Cape Wheel just recently, and we paid 230 for this. I swear they're making such good money. Crumbs and cream. We got the kids cookies and ice cream. I don't know if you guys remember. We were supposed to go see the aquarium, but then I gave them a choice. I'm like, do you want to see the fishes or do you want ice cream? And they picked ice cream, so we ended up just getting them. I got them cookies because, well, first we got the ice cream, right? And then when they were supposed to eat that, the Cape Town weather suddenly changed. It got super cold and cloudy and windy, and Rilla was like, it's too cold. So then we went back and got them cookies and basically just went to the car, and that's when we started driving back. 52 rand for the cookies. I will probably find the ice cream receipt here somewhere. KFC. What were you buying? Side large chips. Okay, but where was this? Oh yes, I remember where this was. It was literally in the creepiest, most craziest place ever. Dizzy was actually not impressed because he had suggested we stop somewhere else, and I said no, but I mean, we'll find a KFC or a garage with the Wimpy or whatever on the way, so let's just keep going. But then as we were driving out, the kids were just like, wow, we're so hungry, and we realized we're not going to eat anything, so we pretty much just got off the highway. We were driving out of KZN. It's the day we came out of Salt Rock, making our way to Eastern Cape. We got off and we found, you know, KFC always has that giant long pole that says KFC this way, so we went there. It was so dodgy. So he got in, he parked the car, I stayed in the car obviously with the kids because it gets too crazy when we all leave. He went in, came back, and he was just like, dodgy is an understatement, let's get out of here, because initially we're gonna eat in the car before we go. So he was like, just plate for them and they'll eat in the car as we drive. That's the thing with road tripping, you gotta be vigilant. You can't just, you know, kick off your shoes and say I'm on holiday, especially when you got kids. You have to be vigilant. Oh, it's actually funny now that I think about it, because I remember he was so mad at, he was like, not mad, but he was very annoyed. I won't lie, you guys, Joburg spoils us. We are very spoiled out here, you guys, because here, you know, there's always an option. Every 300-400 meters, every 3-4 kilometers, there's always an option. Food, accommodation, some sort of something somewhere. I always need to remember that it's not like that outside of Joburg. Anyway, the bill for this was 145, 47 rand. I'm not sure why they split it, but anyway. Sasol Butterworth, we topped up for 1,209. Hungry Lion. Oh. I was like, I don't remember eating Hungry Lion. I remember this. We were making the way to Eastern Cape and we stopped at this shopping center because Dizzy wanted to stretch his legs. He got the kids plain ice cream cones too. 26 rand. Another Sasol receipt. Sasol NMR. Where was this? But we filled up for 1,277. Ultra City. Ultra City is a shell. I think we bought Steers chips here. I don't remember, but the bill is only 69 rand. So I don't know. Okay, Express, and this was just when we were starting the road trip. We're still making our way to Drakensberg. We saw this. There should be a Sasol receipt here too, because we stopped there purely for Sasol. We went into the OK Express and we bought I think we got like chips. We got the kids those little beach toys so they can build sandcastles and stuff. That's where this happened, and we spent 291 there. This was when we went to the Cape Point, when we used the train to go up. I just don't remember how much it was, and I hope there's a receipt for it. Shell Paradise Place in Cape Town. Strawberry Red Bull. Dizzy went in to take Cable's Bunny to the bathroom. They came back with Tinkies and Red Bull, and that's the time he bought me like a freaking 355 mils of Red Bull, and I was like, wow, I asked for Red Bull, you're bringing me a whole tank of Red Bull. We spent there 99 rand 50. Pick and Pay Express. My first instinct is this was in KZN. 51 rand. Buying the water. Oh yes, this is the Cape Point receipt for a train ride up to the point, not train, like that little railway thing. We paid for myself, Dizzy, and K-Bear, so 2 adults and 1 child, and we paid 215. Jeffrey's Bay Super Spa. Yes, we did stop at Jeffrey's Bay Super Spa. I think I was also buying stuff for the campaign because we were road tripping while I was working at some bits and pieces, so I was shooting campaign content while I was there, so probably some of that too. And it's T2 Cecil Claymont, and we filled up for 973. Pretty sure we went into this shop too and bought Pepsi and Red Bull and more Red Bull and some water, and all of that costed 127. There was an OK Mini Mark in Albertina. The bill for that was 339. Welcome to Wimpy Shock Rock. This definitely has to be in Eastern Cape in PE. Because I remember we had Wimpy breakfast there. When we got there in the morning, we had Wimpy breakfast before we went to go see Gabby. And we spent 490. Cecil Gateway. Wait, didn't I mention this? Did we go to the same Cecil twice? I think we did. Because this was 1658. The other one was 1327. Victoria Bay Caravan. This was in George. We paid 710. Salt Rock Camping Side in Salt Rock, the one by the beach. We paid 860. Okay, Shell Ultra City, River something something, I can't pronounce that, and to Highway we paid 32 rand. I don't remember where this was. On the same Shell we got Steers for 114, and then there was Pick and Pay Summerstrand where we got nappies from Little Miss Nalinos and a Unicorn Plush sorted for Jujubee. And the total for this was 367. This Shell Ultra City, the same place. Pringles. Why are these in three separate bills? I don't understand. And this was 25 rand plus 43 rand. South African National Parks. This was when we got to Cape Point. You apparently pay nothing for Mahala. You paid to get in there, and we paid 350. And then there's OK Groza, which I believe this was in Cape Agulhas. Yeah, ginger biscuits. Yes, this was in Cape Agulhas when the kids were crying for biscuits. Give them everything and they still cry for something. So anyway, 54 rands. And then Hermana's Convenience, 162. Jeffrey's Bay Super Spa. Did I not capture this one already? I did. Benini, yes, this is the Benini one. This was 145. So in Hermana's, camping was only 300 bucks. That was a steal. And there's a receipt here, Hermana's Convenience Center. What is this convenience center? 162. I already captured it, but we bought Pepsi Max, Fulker milk, carrot cheesecake, Sasko bread, and hot roll. This was at Woolies. I remember now. I remember when I see the carrot cheesecake. There's a Colesberg one. Did I not capture Colesberg here somewhere? I have no idea what we're buying. Probably ice cream. This is Steers. 2 large chips, 1 pound a bag of meal, and small chips. This is Steers. Where in Steers is this? That's what Steers River something something. Oh yeah. It is that same Shell. I remember we got chips for the kids when we were driving from Cape Town to Bloemfontein. The kids got chips and stuff because they were just so full. And I got the burger because I was hungry. So we did buy quite a bit of stuff in that Steers. Total for this was 114. Flex Pharmacy. We got a gift bag. Oh yes. This was in P. 70 rand. That's all in Welcome. 1963. This was filled almost at empty. I remember that because we're like, let's not fill up in Bloom, we'll do it in Welcome. This is the ice cream for Crumbs and Cream. And it was 132 that they never ate. And then I have got one here. Hermanas. What was I buying for 105? I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't even say the shop. So I'll just put it here as Hermanas. We almost done. This is the photo that some guy took of us while we're in PE. You know those guys that carry cameras at the beach? He took us a photo and we paid 25 rand for this. Before we even left, we had to buy a camping tent, camp chairs, and something else. Camping tent, camp chairs. Oh, why am I not reading it here? It was the tent. We got the 5-man tent, bush baby 2 pieces, camping chairs, another one because there's 5 of us, you know. And then there was the kids camping chairs for Rilla and Nolo too. And then we got the inflator to pump the bed, obviously, and a multi-lid. I'm not sure what a multi-lid is, but basically this whole entire bill of getting ready for the camping trip was 4,422 rand. McDonald's. Did we eat McDonald's? Yes, we did in Bloemfontein. This is the one. And the bill for that was 255 rand 50. The last receipt I have here is from Dragon's Restaurant and Pub. But I think I already captured that, have I not? For 523, no I have not. There are 2, maybe 3 more items that are not here. I need to actually remember that, but I'm gonna just retrace my steps. Let's see. From Drakensberg we went to Salt Rock, which is here. Great. From Salt Rock we went all the way to PE. We had a hotel stay. How much did we pay for Garden Court in PE? I think we paid about 1.7 for the night, but I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna keep it as 1.5. While I'm here, I'm seeing the booking for us, the Cape Town one. We booked that apartment. We paid 1.2 from Drakensberg to Salt Rock to PE to George. It was Hermanus camping, great. And then from Hermanus we went to Cape Town, which we slept in that apartment, the Airbnb. Then we drove all the way back. From the Airbnb we basically didn't sleep anywhere else. We went to Cape Wheel, we did all of the fun stuff, and then we drove all the way to Bloom, which essentially we slept in the car because it was like an overnight driving. We got to Bloom, we chilled, went to Welcome, chilled a bit, and drove home. So yeah, covered everything. So let's see the total. Let's see the total for this. Here's the breakdown, and I need to wear my glasses for this because whew. So essentially this is how much we spent on the road trip. I hate that the glasses are reflective, but this is essentially how much we spent. So just on food and some activities, I mean your ice creams, your chips, your steers, your OK Expresses, all of the fun stuff that I just mentioned, we spent 5,113, and then the full total was 10,165, and then there was a 9,842 that was spent on accommodation and camping gear. So this includes the tent and the camping chairs and which honestly is not too bad. We had to buy the camping gear from scratch because we don't have it. The one we used to have is small because it was at a time 2 adults and a little baby, which was K-Bear, whereas right now it's 2 adults and 3 kids. So we needed more space in the camping tent, so we sort of had to buy that gear from scratch, plus we needed to get camping chairs because we didn't have that. So that on its own was a big chunk of the accommodation budget. So the 9,000 is essentially roughly probably like half of that was in fact spent on accommodation. And the one mistake we did was we went camping during season, like it wasn't off peak because the kids were on school holidays, so prices tend to be more expensive when you go during peak and not off peak. That's another thing that we're like, oh, we didn't think that through. But then again, what were we gonna do, keep the kids away from school to go camping? It doesn't really make sense. And then there's the other 2.7, which again, that's for the toll gate, and then the rest of the food here, like Drakensberg, and the trailer hire. Actually the big part was the trailer hire here on the 2.7. But yeah, that's basically it. I have a feeling I am missing some transactions, especially toll gates, because those, you know, we're swiping with our cards and we barely got the receipts. We probably missed some food items too. So in total right now, I'm looking at the total thing, we spent 27,847 on the camping trip, but I honestly would put it at roughly about 30,000, just because some tollgate expenses that are not included here, we didn't get the receipts when we were swiping, and probably some food transactions that are not here that we probably just swiped at the shops and called it a day. So I would say we spent about 30,000, which honestly wasn't bad. It was 10 full days on the road. Nobody was hungry, we're all fed, we got to eat whatever we wanted to eat, we got to snack on whatever we wanted to snack on, and we got to see so many places in the process. The one thing we were doing with this road trip was we wanted to go to places we've already been to with the kids, not Nose and Peanut, who haven't been. So the next road trip we're planning, we go into places we've actually never been, so it's going to be a whole new experience for all of us, which I think should be fun. Peanut asks us every single day when we eat dinner, he says, "Daddy, happy stuff," and when Daddy stands like, "Daddy, when are we going camping?" So they're already begging to go camping. I've never been camping in winter. We might try it, we never know. But yeah, that's essentially how much we spent on the trip, which honestly I feel like it is the complete fraction of what we would have spent if we went to like a hotel resort where we have to spend 1 day in one place, 10 days in one place, whereas this time was so much fun on the road. The kids' memories exploding. Really, one of the things that stuck to him was the bungee jumping bridge. He talks about that every day. I think one day he's gonna grow up to want to go bungee jumping because he talks about that religiously. The baboon incident is one of the things that he keeps talking about to this day. K-Bear can't stop raving about the Drakensberg mountains and the beach. Obviously us camping next to the beach, she loved that. That was a new memory for her, you know. And all in all, just goes with the flow, but here and there she will talk about the beach because she remembers that part, and she will talk about the baboon taking our food. Even though she didn't see the incident, we told her the story, and I think it's just fascinating to her, and she thinks, oh okay, I can talk about that too. And the ice cream, she remembers crumbs and cream, getting her ice cream, her own ice cream and the cookie. She remembers that so vividly. It's insane. So yeah, it's all the fun memories that we made. Honestly, worth every cent that we put on there. I'd rather spend 30 grand on the road going to different places than 30 grand at, say, Sun City for 10 days. It to me doesn't make sense. That's how much we spent. For everybody who's been asking, did we budget for it? Not necessarily. It was a spur of the moment decision. I'm actually quite surprised at how well we managed to recover from that. It was a spur of the moment, totally worth it. The initial plan was for me and Dizzy to go because it was our anniversary week. We're, you know, 1 year of legal marriage. So we wanted to go to Cape Town and we wanted to have fun, just the two of us, but we couldn't get anybody to watch the kids. My mom was willing and available, but I was shooting a wedding the very weekend. We're leaving the Monday, and it was a tight squeeze to bring the kids with because she was also, you know, helping out at their wedding. Nobody was going to be available to watch the kids at my parents while we at the wedding, and Dizzy wasn't going to be able to drive from here on a Sunday to drop off the kids, and we come back in 2 cars, which I think is just ridiculous. So we decided, you know what, let's not force things, let's just make plan B. We'll celebrate our anniversary with the kids, and then, I mean, our whole plan was to always have kids before we get married so we can have our wedding day with all of our kids there. So why not celebrate our first anniversary, well, legal anniversary, with them? So we made plan B. It worked fantastic. We all went camping and had fun, and the kids absolutely loved it. So that's how we got to a spur of the moment camping road trip. How much do you think we spent on the road trip?
I think about 14.
No.
How much was it?
Well, the receipts tallied up to 27,800 and something, but I'm saying maybe 30 grand.
Whoa.
I know, right?
I haven't. I thought we were spending more.
No, we're actually apparently very savvy.
Is it?
So yeah, that's that for people who were asking. I hope you enjoyed watching the vlog. Please thumbs it up, and we'll catch you besties later. Bye, besties.
Tonight we're running on the right track.